Hello, everyone, and welcome to Virtual Recess Training. I am so glad you're here. My name is Beth Vasquez. I am the founder of Recess and Results, and I am going to share with you today a tried and true, sort of proven method for running virtual kids fitness clubs. So I know this is proven to be true because this is the exact system that I used when Recess and Results took our programs virtual as a result of COVID. And we actually found that we love it, and a lot of parents love it too. So it's been a great solution and a great way for us to just enhance our business and continue to serve more people and expand our reach. So I'm hopeful and really confident that this can work for you as well if you implement the same systems and take some of our best practices and put them to use for you. So we're super glad that you're here, and I hope that you've enjoyed the training so far and you're learning a lot of great things, and that you will go away with the confidence to launch your own virtual club. So let's dive right in, okay? First of all, this is a little peek into my life. You're looking at my son, Zeke, who's 5 years old, and his brother, my other son, Zay, who's about 2.5. And they absolutely love the virtual recess club, you guys. They not only love the games and the content and playing, but they love being like my little assistants, you know, and really take pride and ownership in the business alongside of me, which is awesome as a mom. So if any of you guys can relate, if any of you have young kids at home and you're wondering how this could work, I am living proof that it absolutely can. And maybe you're past that. Maybe you don't have young kids at home. Maybe your kids are older. Maybe you haven't had kids. It doesn't matter. We have owners of all sort of backgrounds. We have owners that their kids are grown and gone to college. We have people that never had kids. We have PE teachers that use our program. We have fitness professionals that use our program. We have stay-at-home moms that use our program. So wherever you fit in that mix, it is tried and true for you as well. And I promise these solutions can work for anything. So let's dive in, okay? All right, so first of all, a little bit about us, a little bit about Recess and Results. We are on a mission to save the world one recess at a time. It is no secret that kids today are struggling. They're struggling with a lot, with sort of the weight of the world. Childhood obesity is an all-time high. Experts are predicting that COVID is only making that worse. Same with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, all the things that you learned about in previous trainings with us, right? So we are on a mission to save the world one recess at a time. And our vision is that every child and every aspiring entrepreneur, that includes you, because you would not be here looking for information on how to start your own virtual club if you did not have this entrepreneurial spirit within you. So our vision is that every child and every aspiring entrepreneur would know that they are enough. That you would know that you are God's masterpiece, that He put these plans and this purpose and these passions in your heart and has given you everything that you need along with Him to achieve your dreams, okay? And that's what we want to make sure that you believe in, that you're confident in, and we're here to support you along that journey. And of course, every child, we want to make sure that every child knows that they are enough, that they are worth it, that they are important, that their dreams are important, and that they should feel strong enough to chase those dreams. So what makes Recess and Results different? First of all, our play-based fitness philosophy. So we are a fitness company, but our philosophy is much different sort of from what you would see in the standard fitness industry. So we are very play-based, and you've probably seen that throughout the trainings. We are entertaining exercise. So we really want to start retraining the mindset of kids and families for sure, that exercise is a lifestyle habit. It's something that can be fun, something that you can embrace and look forward to, rather something that is a chore that has to be scheduled, right? So we're really shifting that mindset for people and creating fun ways for family to do fitness together and incorporate faith into that. So keeping faith, family, and fitness a priority in their life in a very fun way. We also have an education component in every class. So whether we're learning about the body or the Bible, there is, or both, there is education that goes in with each class in our curriculum. We are the only faith-based kids fitness program on the market that is also play-based, that also has that play-based philosophy. And we are instilling godly confidence, character, and friendships in our participants. So we use those biblical foundations to instill biblical morals and values, even in our secular curriculum. So we're not necessarily shouting Jesus loves you, but we are taking those same basic principles and incorporating them in secular curriculum. We offer instant credibility. So we are a tried and true method. Like I said, we're proven. We have parent testimonials, school testimonials, church testimonials, parent testimonials. We've been featured in Entrepreneur and Oprah and more. So we are credible. We're a credible organization. And if you partner with us, you get to take advantage of that instant credibility. Our programs were designed by fitness, education, and childhood development experts, and our programs are led by certified and Christ-centered professionals like yourself. So our virtual recess club, the club that we run here at Recess and Results, kind of the who, what, when, where, and how of it is our virtual recess club is for kids ages 3 to 11, but really two-year-olds can kind of run alongside. So 3 to 11 and their families. Okay, so if they have a 16-year-old sister, and their mom and dad, maybe a grandparent lives with them, it is for the kids and their families. We are the #1 faith and fitness club for busy families. We are committed to helping busy moms raise strong kids, physically, spiritually, and culturally. Again, strong enough to chase those God-given dreams, strong enough to make a difference in the world, strong enough to be the change that we want to see in the world, right? When is the virtual recess club? So it really fits your schedule. You can do it whenever you like, but we do have a schedule of live classes that you can follow or you can catch the replay. We hold all of our classes via a private Facebook group. So our classes are live streamed via Facebook Live in a private members only Facebook group that you need approval to join. And then we also do host some of our small group activities, snack and social times, those more interactive type of things, either in a Facebook room within our private group or on Zoom. And why do we do what we do? First of all, we do it to help moms save their sanity. It's a crazy world out there, and there's a lot of uncertainty right now, and we want to be a constant for them. We want to be the village that they need, the help that they need, the stress-free place that saves them time and energy and allows them to just take a deep breath and have that fun, quality time with their family. Or maybe just turn on a class for their kids so they can take an uninterrupted shower, because sometimes we need that too, right? So we're really helping to provide some sanity, some consistency for moms. We're coming alongside them to be the village, the faith-filled village that they have been looking for. We're bringing smiles. We're saving the world one recess at a time, and we're offering a safe and secure place that they can feel comfortable with Christ-centered instructors to really help sort of guide them along this journey, help them in this journey of motherhood, right? So here's our schedule for July, just giving you a sample of what our club schedule looks like and all of the components that we include in it. So July's theme for us is Christmas in July, and so every month has a different theme, and our classes sort of correlate and go back to that theme. So as you can see, we offer bonus classes for moms. Classes in red are adult classes only. And then we also have, obviously, the classes for kids and for families. So virtual recess is our Recess and Results class, held virtually right now it's every Wednesday. We have our snack and social time. We have active story time, family fun night, our members' birthday party every month, a mom's night in, soul care, our Spanish class. It's awesome. So it's fitness, it's faith and fitness enrichment, right? So we're doing both and we're offering a lot. We are really trying to be this opportunity, again, to really help raise strong kids, physically, spiritually, and culturally. So your schedule would not have to look like this, but I wanted to give you guys an example. We're going to talk more about this for what it could look like for you in a second. So here's what parents are saying about us. Just two quick sort of testimonials for you to give you an idea of how it's helping them and why they love it. So Amanda says that she tried all the free kids fitness videos on YouTube, but they didn't keep them entertained. They didn't keep us entertained like Virtual Recess does. As a teacher, I appreciate the education included in each class. And as a mom, I love that it's Bible-based and saves me time searching for ways to be active with my kids. So this was awesome. Amanda actually came to me. She had been trying to find family fitness things for them to do. And she was like, I'm just not finding what I want on YouTube. So I invited her to the club. She joined, and this was her response. Loved it. Maria is a homeschool mom. And so Maria says that she keeps the Virtual Recess membership bookmarked on her laptop. So the actual Facebook group bookmarked on her laptop, and the kids go to it repeatedly throughout the week to start a recess class. And then they continue to play the games outside as well. So the fun and the active time doesn't stop at the recess class. It's an important part of our homeschool day, and it gives me time to do what I need to do as a mompreneur. Amazing. So we are really helping moms and families, as you can see, in different ways, but same, you know what I mean, in different but very similar ways. So it's exciting to see that it's taking off, and it can happen for you guys too. These are the types of things that parents are looking for and they need a solution for. So your recess club, what can you do with your club? First of all, you want to identify your target market. Who is it exactly that you want to serve? Maybe if you're, a PE professional or a teacher, maybe you're looking to serve older kids, or maybe your target is exactly ours, that 3 to 11-year-old group. And the Recess and Results curriculum and everything you need will match exactly, everything that we can offer matches exactly what you want to do. But you want to identify your target market, and then even within that, you want to break it down a little bit. So who are you talking to specifically? Are you talking to Christian moms? Are you talking to homeschool families? Are you talking to public schools? A lot of parents that are in public schools. Who is your exact target market? Is it preschool, elementary, both? What are you looking to really target? And then what problem do they have? And what solution are you offering them? So for example, right now, the research is showing that it's estimated that about 40% of families will homeschool this fall. And that's crazy. And this is an amazing solution. Many of those families are overwhelmed. They're stressed. They've never done this before. They don't know what to do. The only virtual school experience that they had was the one that they had a few months ago when everybody was suddenly thrust into homeschooling. And that's not necessarily what homeschool has to be about. So if you're targeting those people, these new to virtual school, new to homeschool families, you're offering a solution that saves them time, saves them stress, and allows them to put their energy where it is most important, which is spending that quality time with their kids, not stressing over and wasting time searching for things to have them do, searching for ways to keep them active after they've been on a computer a lot of the day, right? So we are the exact opposite, and you can offer the exact opposite of a sit and stare sort of virtual experience. The schedule would be set by you, so you can create your own schedule. What works for you? Maybe you're working during the day and this is something you want to do after hours. Maybe you want to work mostly on the weekends and offer enrichment during those times. Maybe you're going to partner with someone so that they can offer a class during the week and you can offer something on the weekends. The schedule would be totally set by you and shared with your network. We encourage you to host these in a private Facebook group. That's what we found works the best. Everybody is on Facebook, and they have a private account that they generally don't share with other people. So it's a way to keep them in one place, to easily communicate with them, and to make sure that membership logins and passwords aren't getting easily passed around. And then it's really easy to go live in your group and live stream your classes via Facebook Live. So sort of all the technology is there in one place for you. And you can easily do that through your phone or your computer without needing a lot of added equipment. Again, this helps your sanity. It also helps with security of the club. Facebook security is really good. And it brings joy and ultimately, you know, fulfills the mission of saving the world one recess at a time. So we're going to talk to you about that platform. We are going to tell you how to start your own virtual recess club using a Facebook group, maybe Zoom on the side if you want to do, you know, snack and social times and things like that. And we are going to tell you kind of all of the steps that you need to go through to be able to launch your own club. So there are 15 of them, and you see those steps here. 15 steps. Go ahead and take a picture, take a screenshot of this page if you want. There are 15 steps to setting up your virtual recess club, okay? And we're gonna go through most of them with you. I'm not gonna go through everything in detail. However, if you are part of the Recess and Results family and you have your VIP membership, we will go through these things in detail during your coaching calls so that you launch your club effectively and with the best possible chance for success, okay? But if you're only here for the certification and just looking for the basic information, then we're gonna go through the bolded sections for you today, which will give you a really good start on what you need to do, okay? And we'll give you the basics to get you going. So here we go. First is to complete your certification and training. So you guys have at this point likely already gone through the general recess and results training. So the youth movement instructor training. So you know the play-based philosophy, you know the formats to use, you understand sort of our curriculum layout and you know how things run and why we do things the way that we do. You understand what motivates kids and you understand the need for play-based fitness classes. But we're going to talk to you specifically about how teaching virtually is the same. Also, what's different, so what's the same about it and what's different about it, and then give you 5 very specific tips for teaching virtually versus in person, okay? So this is going to be super important. A lot of the concepts for teaching that were shared in, you know, your training up to this point is relative and it relates. All of that education is important. But again, there are some very specific things for teaching virtually that you're going to want to understand, and that's what we're going to dive into today, okay? All right, so I encourage you guys to pause right here if you have not done this already. If you did not watch the demo class before starting this video, before starting this section of training, I encourage you to pause this training, go and watch these virtual recess classes in action. Many of you are visual learners. Many of you need to see something to understand it. I am very much like that. And even if you're not, it's great because you learn from different personalities and ways that different instructors in different size homes, different spaces, different areas are using the program and implementing, incorporating their own personality and spin. Okay, so these are our master trainers for Recess and Results. We have Suzanne. She's in Jacksonville, Florida. She was a school teacher, also previous children's minister, and she does an amazing, amazing job. So you can check her out here. Miss Maria is in South Carolina. She actually has an athletic training background. She coaches basketball, also played basketball in college, and again has her degree in athletic training. She's also a certified personal trainer and obviously a youth movement instructor with us at Recess and Results. She's a regional recess director for us, and she is our master trainer. She does amazing. So you can check out her class here via the link. And then me, I'm Beth. You can see me leading a virtual recess class as well here. So again, my name is Beth Vasquez. I'm the founder of Recess and Results. My background is in health and fitness. I've been a certified personal trainer for almost 20 years. Yeah, oh my gosh, almost 20 years. I have been coaching fitness entrepreneurs as well as entrepreneurs in the MLM industry to success for over a decade, almost 15 years. And I have a master's degree in exercise and sports psychology. So we all, again, come from different backgrounds, right? And it's really cool to see how we each implement our personality into the classes. So you'll learn a lot. Take a chance to watch these videos and then jump back in with us, and the rest of the training will make a lot more sense if you've seen a class in action. So we'll see you soon. All right, so let's talk about what is different teaching virtually than teaching kids that you can see and interact with in person. So hopefully you learned a lot from the videos that you just watched. You were able to see how different personalities engage virtually and kind of keep kids going. It's really cool to see. And again, if you are a member of the Recess and Results VIP and you have access to all of the added materials in your login in the VIP, then hopefully you have already joined the Virtual Recess Club yourself. Our Virtual Recess Club, Recess and Results Virtual Recess Club from headquarters. If you have not, definitely make sure that you do that. But if you have, you've also been able to see how we run the program, and you've been able to see different master teachers teaching, and you've experienced the class, which helps you tremendously in getting your own group going. So what is different in teaching virtual versus live? Well, first of all, you always need to bring a lot of energy to any kids class, right? But in virtual kids classes, times 100. So even more, okay? You really want to amp it up. You really want to be very animated to really keep their attention and keep their excitement. The way that you interact virtually is very different. So you can't see or hear the kids' responses, right? But you really want to sort of act like you can. So you want to try to use the kids' names throughout the video, if you can, throughout your class session. Try to keep a roster of all of the names of the kids that are a part of your membership and use them throughout. Even if you don't see them watching live, they may be catching the replays. Ask questions and really, talk to them, talk with them, not just talk at them, right? Another cool way to really interact is to do a roll call at the beginning of class and maybe literally go down the names. We did this at virtual camp and it was a huge hit. Also to laugh at yourself, laugh at them, ask them to share pictures, to take video, to let you know what their favorite part of class was, do contests in the group. These are all great ways to make sure that you're interacting virtually. Also, what is different, you need to think of the game modifications that you're using. So generally in person, when we're thinking about modifications, it's more to change the intensity of the class related to how the kids are doing and if they're able to keep up, right? But a lot of the exercise modifications for virtual class is more thinking about the size of space and the number of participants. So you want to make sure that you're using activities that can be done in a smaller inside space. Some people participate in the class outdoors also, but you want to make sure that you're reaching as many as possible, right? So think about the only child who's doing the class by themselves in a small size living room, and make sure that you have modifications and things that you can do for that person, while also keeping it exciting for, the family that has 3 siblings and a lot of space, and they're doing the class together. So that's something you want to think about as you're teaching class. Also, equipment and supplies. So for the Virtual Recess Club, we make sure that the equipment that we're using are common household items. So one of the things that we really tell parents, and one of the perks of membership, is that you don't necessarily need added equipment. You can use what you have in your house. So that's something to think about too. We use a lot of paper plates, balled up socks, balloons, jump ropes, common items, or things that you could easily find like at a Dollar Tree, okay? Also, remember, a virtual club allows you a massive reach. So you can now serve people who aren't just in your community. Maybe you have friends and families around the country or around the world. Encourage them to consistently share what they love about Recess, to take pictures, to tag you in it, to share those testimonials, to really help you expand your reach. The possibilities are endless, and that is super cool and really exciting. Whereas teaching in person is fantastic too, because the relationships that you can develop are like no other, but you really are more confined to your community where you're teaching. And then lastly, you're teaching from home. So if you're teaching a virtual club, if you're leading a virtual club, you're leading it from your home, or maybe if you have a studio, you know, you're leading it from there, or maybe even your classroom at school. But you're doing it to increase your earning potential, right? So you can make money from home. You can make added money from the comfort of your home and build that residual income. So that's different. Again, when you're doing live classes, you're driving to the classes, you're setting up, you know, the kids are coming. Again, you're able to have more one-on-one interaction with them. The classes are sometimes longer and the drive time is considered. So when you're doing a virtual club, the added benefit is there's no transportation time, no sort of commute time, and you're really able to earn more per hour if you're thinking about it in that way, because you're at home. It's very efficient time spent at quote unquote work, even though our work is play, right? So that's what's different, but what stays the same? Our play-based philosophy stays the same. We're using the same philosophy, the same formats, the same background, the same beliefs, and the same mission, you know, in everything that we do. We still have a moderate to vigorous focus. So even though kids are playing in their homes or in, you know, in their backyards, the attention, the focus is on moderate to vigorous activity. So we want to make sure that that's still what they're getting. That's what provides them the most health benefits, and that's what we're after. We're using the same class formats. Education is included in every class. The motivating factors for kids are the same. So although the way we interact with them virtually is different, the motivating factors are the same. They want to play and have fun with their friends. So if you can encourage them and let them know that their friends are doing it alongside of them, that's why using different names, you know, laughing, encouraging sharing pictures and things like that really helps. And they also want to advance skills. They want to learn new skills, master new things. And so this is a great way to use the rewards that we have. Even in a virtual class, you can email those rewards to parents and encourage them to hand them to their child if they see that they've, you know, accomplished a new skill that week. And they're motivated by fun, having fun. And our classes are fun, and yours will be too. So the motivating factors are the same, even though the interaction with them looks slightly different during a virtual class. All right, so 5 tips for leading virtual recess. First of all, come prepared. You guys, yes, you're teaching at home. Yes, you can, you know, your kids can participate alongside of you. Your family can participate alongside of you, but come prepared. Don't wing it. It's going to be very hard to wing it live on camera, okay? So come prepared. Make sure that you review the lesson plan. You know what you're going to do. You've thought through the modifications. You understand the educational component of the lesson plan. You've slept. You're presentable, you know, you've got your t-shirt on, you know, you're ready to go. So make sure that you come prepared, that you're also thinking about, you know, just making the best possible presentation. Again, because we're virtual, we kind of think about that 10 times more, because this is what parents know of us. We don't get that one-on-one interaction as much. Also, be overly animated and energetic. Overly. Scream, laugh, jump, big expressive faces, and laugh a lot, okay? Show that you're having fun. This is the absolute best part of your day, and the kids should see that and feel that coming through the screen. Again, encourage interaction. We talked about that, but make sure you do this in every single class multiple times throughout. Every single class, multiple times throughout. Your classes are about 30 minutes. They should be about 30 minutes. Longer than that, you're going to lose kids. And shorter than that, you kind of don't have enough time for a full fitness class. So 30 minutes, and encourage interaction multiple times throughout. Also, make sure that you watch others and learn from them. So again, watch those videos that we gave you as examples. Again, when you become a part of, when you sign up for your VIP with Recess and Results, you'll be able to join our virtual recess club. So you'll see our master trainers in action, watch them and learn from them. So important. You'll get new ideas. You'll pick up new skills. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. Connect with other owners. Connect with other owners via our Facebook group. Ask them how they're doing it. Ask if you can be invited to their group so that you can learn from what they're doing too. And then always ask yourself how you can exceed expectations. Every class, every month, every communication, how can you exceed expectations and add value to these families? Not just do the bare minimum of what they're paying for, the bare minimum of what you promised. How can you exceed expectations? How can you truly be that light? How can you go above and beyond, offering them more than they thought, right? That's what's gonna keep you in business. That's what's gonna get them to refer their friends. And that's what's gonna allow you to have the biggest impact on the most people. And that's what we're here for, right? Bringing glory to God. All right, so now you understand the training piece. You understand what's different about virtual recess, how you teach it differently, the things that you need to pay attention to. We're gonna talk about setting goals, and then we're also gonna get into some of the logistics of how not only you set up your club, but how do you accept payment, how do you communicate with members, kind of the operations around a virtual club. Okay, so first let's talk about setting goals. First of all, it's super important for you to define what success means to you. If you don't know where you're going, you will wind up somewhere else, okay? And a goal without a plan, or a dream without a plan, is just a wish. So you really want to make sure that you understand, what does success mean to me, specifically as it relates to this club that I want to launch? Is it a certain number of families impacted? Is it attendance, you know, that's really going to make me feel successful? Is it the money that I make that's really going to make me feel successful? Is it the testimonials that I receive? What does success mean to you? And it's okay if it's a combination of those things, but you want to identify 1 to 3, no more, no less, 1 to 3 very specific sort of KPIs, key performance indicators, that will allow you to reach the success that you've defined for yourself. So those KPIs are what is going to allow you to measure that success, right? So if you want to earn an extra $500 a month and you want to make sure that you have a positive testimonial from 3 families every month, then that's great. You know exactly what success means to you. Or maybe you have a goal of impacting 100 lives by the end of the year. Amazing. Maybe you have a goal of bringing more people to Jesus. Beautiful. Define success and what it means to you, and then think about how you will actually measure that success. So money is easy because you know how much you make every month, right? Impacts can be a little harder, but there are specific ways that you can measure that through surveys, through testimonials, through things like that. And we're going to talk about that slightly, but define how you will measure that success so that you don't get lost along the way. A lot of times we're hard on ourselves and we feel defeated, but when we look back, we realize we've actually done really great things and come really far. So write down how you will measure that success. And then imagine what your life will be like when you achieve those goals. How will you feel when you achieve those goals? And I know this sounds really cheesy, but you guys, if there is no vision, the people perish. That's what the Bible tells us, right? Vision is so important. Having that clear understanding of where you're going and why is super important. So imagine your life achieving those goals. And what does that mean to you? What does it feel like? And write that down too. And then by when do you want to achieve your goal? And you can set short-term and long-term goals. So within 3 months, you want to have achieved this. And within a year, you want to have achieved this. So you could do 3, 6, and 12-month goals. What steps are you committing to take to make that happen? So again, it's one thing to know where you're going. It's one thing to know how you're measuring it, but what are you doing to make sure that you achieve those goals? What specific things? And it's not just setting time in your calendar each day, although that's great. But a lot of times we set time in our calendar to work and then we just end up scrolling Facebook because we get lost in social media. So what specific steps are you committing to take each day to make those goals happen? I want you to identify at least 5 of them. 5 things that you're committed to doing consistently to make that goal happen. And then who will hold you accountable to this goal? Who will hold you accountable? Your husband, your best friend, maybe a partner that's doing the business with you. Who will hold you accountable to this goal? And this is overwhelming, you guys. This can feel like a lot. So don't feel like you have to have all the answers right now. Again, take a screenshot, take a picture of this page, come back to it. But this is part of business planning, right? And to have a successful club, you need to first understand what success actually means to you, and then really identify the steps that you need to take to reach those KPIs and why it's important to you. All right, we also want to make sure our goals are SMART. So if you want to earn, $1 million a month in 3 months, probably not going to happen, okay? We want to make sure they're specific, and that's why you define what success means to you, and then you set 3 specific goals related to it, that they're measurable, so you actually know how. You will know if you've reached them. They're achievable, so $1 million a month, in a month is probably not going to happen. What is achievable for you? If you think about your network and your reach and how many people that you know that could be interested in a club like this right off the bat, it kind of gives you a good place to start, right? Are they realistic based on what's happening in your life right now? And then are they time bound? So again, that's why those 3-month, 6-month, and 12-month goals are really important, so that you can work towards them within that time frame. And again, this is a lot. So don't feel like you have to have this all figured out right now. Again, as a part of Recess and Results, and if you have the full membership to VIP, this is the type of business coaching we do with you, and we are your accountability partner. So we walk you through step by step, making sure that you reach these things. But a quick way to sort of figure out your monetary goals, if you're, most people want to start a club so that they can make extra money. And there is no shame in that. Forbes actually said there is no downside to a side hustle, and that $500 extra a month can change your life. And when you do that, when you cultivate that $500 on your own, it's super empowering, and it can lead to much more than you ever imagined. And that's exciting to think about, right? So how much money do you want to make per month? What is the cost of your membership going to be? And then how many memberships would it take to achieve that goal? So this is a way for you to kind of back into those SMART goals as it relates to money. So I'm going to give you an example. If you want to earn an extra $500 a month, again, Forbes says $500 a month is life-changing. I agree. I've experienced that in my life. I'm sure that you can imagine right now is probably running through your mind what you would spend an extra $500 a month on. So $500 a month, and your membership is $27 a month, then you're going to need 19 memberships. Okay, and simple math, it's 500 divided by 27, and it gives you like 18.517, on and on and on. We don't sell a half a membership, so that rounds up to 19 memberships. If you're selling 19 memberships, you're making about $500 extra a month, okay? 19 memberships should be totally doable for you within a 3-month time period. So within 3 months or less, you could be making an extra $500 a month with a virtual club. That's exciting. That should be exciting for you, right? Hopefully this is getting you guys fired up. So think about that as you're setting your goals. All right, now we're going to talk about setting your stage. And I don't mean your stage of life. I mean setting your actual stage for teaching virtual recess classes in your home. So remember, you're going to be live recording, right? You're going to be filming classes from your home for your club. So you want to think about what's in the background, what you have going on sort of in your stage. And look, it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, look, you see back here, my kids have their water cups. We have our rocking horse kind of random right here. You see our dog bowls over here. Like, it's a house, this is where I live. This is where we do life. So it's okay. But you want to make sure that, you don't have dirty clothes lying around. You've probably swept the floor, maybe, there's not sort of like food laying all over. So you want to make sure that your stage is set. And then there's some technology things to think about too. So let's talk about this. Definitely need to make sure that you have a strong internet connection and speed. So if you're one of those people that is always cutting out on a Zoom call, or your internet is constantly going in and out, you can't really talk to people on the phone because you don't have great reception, you're going to want to work on that before you start going live in your recess club. And maybe that just means increasing your internet speed, changing your provider, or just talking with your provider to see about how you can get a stronger signal, because you need to have strong connection and speed. If somebody is paying for membership, you need to deliver in a quality way, okay? So make sure that you have that. Also, you cannot use music in your Facebook Live classes. This is a big bummer, I totally know, but Facebook will shut you down or they will mute your live. So you want to encourage your people participating at home to play their own, favorite music in the background. But just remember, you are not going to use music in your Facebook Live videos. You also want to make sure that you either have a designated cameraman. So my husband was my cameraman for a little while when we were all sheltering at home, but you could also use a tripod, and many people use a tripod, or make sure that they set their laptop up in a table, that's kind of at the right eye level for the class. So make sure that you either have a designated cameraman or that you're using a tripod. You don't want very shaky running around trying to hold your phone doing a live feed of a class, okay? Also, make sure you have good natural lighting. Maybe you have a lot of windows. You can keep them, the curtains open or the shades pulled up. Make sure you have a lot of good natural lighting, or consider using lamps to sort of set that lighting in your room. And then this is what a lot of people ask me about. So please don't go out and buy, like big sort of stage lighting or cameraman lighting. You don't need that. You don't. This is a virtual recess club that you're doing at home, so don't go crazy, okay? A nice living room lamp will do. Or again, open blinds. Same with microphone. You don't necessarily need a microphone if you're teaching indoors. Your laptop or your phone should be good enough. However, if you're ever going to be teaching in your backyard or your driveway or somewhere outside, you will absolutely need a microphone. So make sure that you know where you're going to be, okay? All right, so that's sort of your stage setup. And then again, remember, you want a clean space. You need a wide open space that you can actually, take the kids on the other side of the screen through your classes. Now, to actually set up your group, your Facebook group where you will run your virtual club. So you're going to go into Facebook and you're going to create a members only private group. Now, I encourage you to do this from your business page if you have one. So if you also have, a fitness studio or some other business that you run, maybe you also sell health supplements, so you have a wellness company, or you're an oils person, so you sell that, or maybe not. Maybe you don't have one, and that's fine. You can create it from your personal page too, but you want to create a members only private Facebook group, okay? And then you want to adjust the settings so that you require approval for new members. You want to adjust the settings so that you require approval for all new members. And then you're going to set 3 questions for new members to answer before you actually approve them. And this is important because you're going to think that you'll remember everyone that purchased, everyone that should join the club. You'll have a list of the names, but it's so much easier if you ask these questions. So you literally ask, how did they hear about you? Where did they sign up? What is the name of and ages of the kids that will be participating, and what is the best email address to use for group communication? So you'll want to ask those 3 questions. How did they hear about you? Where did they sign up? The names and age of the kids that will be participating, and the best email address to use for communications. And then you want to make sure that you set up your group so that it's not just sort of this blank space that people are coming into once you start selling memberships. So add a cover photo. I would create one that really, as you can see, this one says virtual recess members only. It has a picture of me and Zeke, so people joining my club know they're in the right place. You want to add that cover photo and make it your own. You could easily do that like in Canva or whatever sort of app you have on your phone. And they have sections that you can choose so that you know the size for the group photo. And then don't stop there. You want to also make sure that you add a welcome message. So I like to go live, add a welcome video, and then maybe do another post that has just a fun family fitness activity. You could take one from the Recess and Results blog. You could post one that you record just really quickly, just so that they have something to immediately see and do when they come into the group, okay? Before your first class. So that's how you're going to set up your Facebook group. Now, you're also going to need a registration and payment system. You want people to pay you for the membership, right? So there are 3 options that I encourage you guys to check out that will work well for you. You can use Lead Pages. Lead Pages is one, and it links with Stripe to take payment. So you can have a Stripe account, you know, link it up to Lead Pages. There is a fee for this system. I think that it is around $79 a month to have Lead Pages that you could actually take payment with. So just note that and be aware. You could also build your own web page and use a PayPal link. So PayPal does have a recurring monthly payment option. And both Stripe and PayPal are great because people trust them. You know, as a payment processor, and a lot of people use them, so it's perfect. If you develop your own web page and use PayPal, it shouldn't cost you much, if anything, per month. And then there's another company called Sawyer Tools, and that's what you're seeing here, that I use, and that is provided to all Recess and Results owners that have the VIP membership. This is $299 per month, unless you are a Recess and Results owner and you have the VIP membership, and then it's free for you, which is amazing. And it's great because it allows you to set up your membership, and it also gives you the option to use coupon codes so that you can offer like a free month or something like that to help get your club going. Okay, you can also create a few different membership types. So you can do an intro rate membership for maybe half the cost. So at Recess and Results, we do an intro rate of $10 per month for the first 30 days, when we're the first 30 days of our club. And then after that, it goes up to $27 a month. And so you can set up both of those membership options in your Sawyer account, and then easily just close the intro rate membership once that intro timeline is over, once your first 30 days have passed. But it locks in that rate for members that got started during the intro period. So it's a really good incentive and a way to get people going quickly when you launch your business. So those are 3 things I would encourage you to check out. Lead Pages with a Stripe integration, your own web page with a PayPal integration. You could use WordPress or Weebly or something like that to build a web page, and or Sawyer Tools to give you the platform that you need to set up your membership and accept payment. With Sawyer Tools, payment is direct deposited into your bank account. So they handle all the processing for you, and it's less than 5% of processing fees. So pretty good. All right, so that's the registration and payment. Then you guys, the operations part of a club does get a little tricky. It's not, you know, it's not too much, but it can feel a little bit overwhelming. So I want to make sure that you understand all the components, because you're selling the membership, you're getting people enrolled, but then they need to know where to go and how to take advantage of the membership benefits once they got started. So you're going to need a membership communications and prospect communications software that will allow you to send auto emails and, you know, really make sure that members are making the most of their club, and not just making the most of it, but that they know where to go once they've paid, right? So I recommend MailChimp. MailChimp is free, it's a free service, and or Constant Contact. And then if you're using Lead Pages or Sawyer Tools, both of these have integrations with an email system. So you can literally set up those automatic communications. So let me tell you what I mean. When members get started, when you first receive a new membership, yay, you're excited, somebody's joining the club, you want a welcome email that auto-generates to them. So a welcome email to be sent automatically to your new members that that tells them where to go and how to join the club, right? So it gives them a link for your private Facebook group so they can request to join. And you want that email to come to them automatically once they've paid for membership. So you can set that up again via Constant Contact is what I use and I'm most familiar with. And you can also set it up within Lead Pages itself. You would also want a new member series. Potentially, this is optional. It's not necessarily mandatory, but wouldn't it be great if new members got a series of like 5 emails that just went out to them each week after they became a member, checking in on them, how are you liking it, reminding them of the calendar, sending a favorite clip from the week. So this new member series that really keeps them engaged as new members. And then it would also be great if you had a prospect series. So maybe you have people that have told you they're really interested in the club, but they haven't joined for whatever reason. Wouldn't it be great if you could add their emails to a list, and then everyone on that list would automatically get reminder emails, or you could send them emails, you know, reminding them about all of the great things that you're offering in the virtual recess club, new schedules, new offerings, to really keep them engaged and excited and hopefully get them to sign up. And then you'll also want to have an ongoing newsletter that's just once a month communication to all the members that has really timely content. So it can be the next schedule for the month. It can be a family fun activity to do at home, a healthy snack recipe, and maybe like a fun clip or behind the scenes blooper that you want to include in the newsletter. And maybe like the verse of the month, the Bible verse or something. Okay, so you'll want to have this sort of communication strategy set up to really maximize your virtual recess club and come off as professional as possible, to be completely honest. Again, exceed those expectations. Again, I understand this can feel like a lot, so you guys repeat and watch this training as much as you need to and go step by step. One step at a time through those 15 steps as you're starting your virtual recess club. Do not feel like you have to have this all figured out today, okay? So next is, here's some marketing tips. I'm not going to give you a full out marketing strategy. That's a lot of information for this call. Again, however, we do have a $0 marketing strategy. So it costs you $0, and we have a marketing strategy that you can follow to promote a virtual recess club. And that is available in additional trainings in the VIP, should you decide to go that route. So a few marketing tips though. You want to know your goal, obviously. So you want to have your goal in mind and have a plan to get there. And the way that you can get there is to get very loud about what you're offering. So update all your social media profiles, go live about it, make sure you're talking about it, offer a free demo class live on your personal page, ask people to share it if they loved it. And then really have a consistent marketing strategy that you are following. I am going to give you guys my favorite marketing strategy. It's free and simple, and it's called the Daily 5. And it's literally just reaching out to 5 different people each day about your business. So 5 different people each day, and you're telling them about the virtual recess club. It could be via a text, via a personal message on Facebook or Instagram, via email. It could be in a phone call with one of your friends. You really should check this out. I think it would be great for you. 5 different people each day about your business, and that will get you far. Believe me, it sounds simple and little, but if you commit to it every day, it will consistently help you grow your business. The next biggest tip that I can offer you is to personally invite people to join your club. Hey, Susie, I just started a new virtual recess club, and I thought of you because last time we talked, we were trying to figure out how to keep our kids off the iPad. I did a new training, and you are going to love this. It has helped my family, and I know it will help yours. Here's a link. Will you join me? Will you join me? What do you think? Ask a question at the end of those personal invites to get a response. And don't be spammy. Don't be spammy, guys. So really make it a personal message and ask a question. And then follow up. If you don't hear from them, hey, I wanted to make sure you saw my message. Did you get it? Have you had a chance to look at it? Follow up. Again, we have a $0 marketing strategy and a full training on this that's available to our Recess and Results VIP members. So if you're really looking for that, if that's something you need to help make sure that you're successful, consider joining the VIP club to get that strategy and training. All right, so one of the last things we're going to talk about is building community. Your virtual recess club is more than you showing up to teach a class, right? It's about building community. It's about people doing life together. It's learning to appreciate other cultures. It's learning to value the differences in people. It's coming together and building friendships with people that you otherwise would never have met. So you're really building a powerful community. So you are the leader of that club. You are the leader of that community. You set the tone, you set the example, and you really need to be active and present. You need to be responsible for the energy that you are bringing to the club, responsible for the tone that you are setting. Okay, so here are just some ways that you can help to build community within that group, to build a virtual community that feels really authentic and close. And these are just a few ideas. Again, I'm not going to read them because you guys can read yourself. You can take a screenshot again or come back to this training to see them. But the biggest thing is to make sure that you're present. You're active in between the classes. You are setting the tone. Be responsible for the energy that you bring to the group, okay? And then get testimonials and referrals. And the best way to do that is to ask. And don't wait. Start right from the beginning after your very first class. What did you think? What did your kids think? Did they say anything? What was their favorite part? You know, is there anything that I could do better? What did you like the most? So ask questions to get very specific answers. Encourage people to share pictures and videos and offer prizes if they do, because that's a great way for you to get content for marketing and for sharing your club. And then send personal messages asking for feedback. Don't just ask in the group or in the video during the class, but send text messages, send an email, do a phone call. I like text message or email because then you get the replies and you have the testimonial literally right there screenshotted, like these that you see right here from our club and also our virtual camp that we ran, which was amazing. All right, so setting up your virtual recess club, you guys, this was a lot of information. I mean, a lot of information, and it's not as easy as just saying, oh, I'm gonna start a virtual club and I'm gonna make money and I want $500 extra, so here we go. It takes planning, it takes strategy, it takes thought, and it takes knowing the steps. And you guys, let me help you save you the time and the stress and the trial and error that I had to go through on my own to figure it out, because we have a proven system now. So you don't have to do that on your own. You can just follow what we do. And I can literally walk you through and help you with every single one of these 15 steps to starting your own virtual recess club. So let us save you the time and help you make money faster by becoming a VIP. Some of you are already members of the VIP and you're awesome. You're ready to rock and roll. And the VIP is simply the recurring monthly membership that you pay to be a part of Recess and Results and to have access to all of the curriculum, the business coaching, the marketing materials, the trainings, the strategies, literally everything that you need to run not just a successful virtual recess business, but also in-person business with after-school programs, church partnerships, health club partnerships, birthday parties, and more. Like the list goes on. So you get everything that you need for both in-person and virtual businesses by becoming a VIP. So you'll have instant credibility with a proven profitable program, right? You'll have the registration and payment system that you need with step-by-step directions on how to set it up, and then direct deposit into your bank account for all of your memberships. Normally that would cost you $299 a month if you were using the Sawyer Tools platform. With us, if you partner with us, it's included in your VIP cost. You get easy to implement marketing strategy, again, a $0 marketing strategy. So I'm not telling you that in order to have a successful club, you need to spend $500 a month in Facebook ads. No, I'm giving you a $0 marketing strategy with the marketing materials that you need to be able to have a successful virtual recess club. And again, an in-person business too, if you like. Some people do both. We're also going to talk to you and help you define your target market. We give you the price structure and we show you sample schedules. So that's all defined for you. It's flexible to meet your needs, but you don't have to waste your time racking your brain on those things. We've done the research. We've figured it out. Let us give it to you, right? You also have unlimited business coaching. And you guys, this alone is worth over $500 a month. I really need to be charging more for this VIP. But you do have access to unlimited business coaching. You literally schedule a business coaching call from a link in your VIP whenever you want. You have class outlines and curriculums, everything that you need to run our programs, both virtually and in person, and we're consistently adding new ones. So we have secular and faith-based programs and outlines for both elementary and preschool age kids. You also have access to our family of instructors, so you can brainstorm with them, you can get advice, connect with other people, you can partner together for added value in your club. You build friendships, you grow in faith. It's priceless. You get all of this plus so much more as a VIP. So let us help you save that time. Let us help you make money faster. Let us help you save the stress. It's only $49 a month. It gives you a 2-year license. It saves you time. It helps you make money faster. It allows you to turn your passions into a paycheck. And it is a minimal investment that you will make back. If you're committed to your club and to making it successful, it is a minimal investment to help you get started, again, much faster than if you were to do it on your own. So to become a VIP, you just go to recessandresults.com/V-I-P, and you can register right there, okay? If you're already a VIP, here's what's next for you. So you're gonna set up your personal web page and your registration portal, and those directions are in your VIP, so you'll find them there. And then what I want you to do is review the $0 marketing strategy training that will also be available in your VIP under additional trainings, okay? Then set your coaching call with me. Again, I'm Beth Vasquez, so that we can really get you up and running and go through that checklist of the 15 steps that you need to get your virtual recess club going. All right? I hope you guys found this helpful. I am at Beth Vasquez00 on Instagram. Connect with me there. Beth at recessandresults.com. Feel free to send me an email if you have any questions. And I am so excited for you. I'm praying that your business is an absolute success. And if there's anything that we can do to help support you along the way, please reach out to me. But regardless, please connect with me because I want to hear how it's going and I want to celebrate your success with you. All right? Thank you guys. It was great spending time with you. I look forward to seeing your club in action soon.